almost made my wife jealous with that picture. That was done in Key West, and those ladies thought I was
your wife?
No. No. And all those ladies thought I was Papa Hemingway. So they all gathered around me, and I said, could I get a picture of this? And so I had a fella go over and I says, okay, now hug really hard so I can make my wife jealous. But that was just a preset. Okay. What I'm going to do here, start at the beginning. Let me go back here. Okay. Storytelling. I'm showing you an end. This is an end of what the whole thing was, because I'm trying to follow the Toastmaster format instead of Roland format, which creates a story and then brings it out at the end. This time I'm going to bring the end out at the beginning, and we'll walk back through it during our trip.
Stopping at the byway, looking for the old man of our day. I'm looking for the story back in their days of glory, just to see what those old men have to say. And I'm looking for the stories of our land. I'm looking for the many ways that I can. Old stories are the reason I listen in each season. I'll search for these old men throughout the land. When it comes to a new town, I always start to look around. Look at every coffee shop in town. Well, I look for those gray-haired fellers, those great old storytellers, and when I find them, that's where I set me down. And I'm looking for the stories of our land. And I'm looking for them everywhere I can. Old men's stories are the reason I listen in each season, and I watch for those old men across the land. So I'll keep searching for their stories, their days of bygone glory. I've chosen a brand new subject every week. Well, I get them in my chair, and I'll tell their story there. And these old men stories is just what I see. And I'm looking for the stories of our land. I'm looking for them everywhere I can. Old men stories are the reason, and I'll listen any season. I'll search for these old men across the land. Yes, I'll search for these old men across the land.
It'll go on. That is a high point on a journey. And it started with Toastmasters. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Bruce Nelson created that song this summer for Old Men's Stories. Old Men's Stories started right here. Actually, it was at the other building, but it was right here at Toastmasters. This is the first Toastmaster I went to. Now, last year I said there's a why and a what for. Well, why I always look at it sort of scientific, because I go out and hunt because I gotta survive. What for is when all those little things are handled, and we look and we say, what for? After I'm surviving, I mean, everything's cool. What for? It's an emotional answer we're looking for. It's something we look for inside of us. And I've looked for that for my whole life. Now I'm an old man. Okay? And I crossed the 70th threshold a few years ago. So I'm an old man. I get the wonders of being an old man. But you're never through with the wonders of the search. The what for? You wonder if you picked the right what for. When you're young, like everyone here, you get on your what for. It's usually taking care of a family, right? Or looking at taking care of a family. You got a what for. But in life, you need big what fors. To really go a little beyond where you are. And I'll give you the actual answer, then we'll go back and study it. What for that I've seen people get the most out of is let me use two different words. Self-appreciation for our scientists. And for us romantics, self-love. Getting the goal and going for that what for. That self-love. We all have it. That's the reason. Especially in Toastmasters, because you have to make a threshold jump in Toastmasters. You have to make a threshold jump. You have to go into an area where, at a funeral, most people would rather be in the coffin than giving the eulogy. Hey? But you chose through self-love, self-appreciation, to go another step. Now, my first degree, which is a license, I have a BS in philosophy. So that's my license to go on and on and on. But I said, what is our purpose as a group, as a gestalt, more than what are we here for? Well, I'll give you that answer too. We'll start discovering. Our goal is to be farmers of the universe. Whoa, big goal, huh? Any one of us do it? Nah, you need a gestalt answer. You need the dynamics of more than one. When you're sitting in binary, you sit with one or null. As my old teacher in the Navy used to say, one and or he sort of abbreviated the one and the zero, or the positive and the negative. But you get down to little nothings, and they just found the smallest substance in the universe, supposedly. Or they discovered that they hadn't discovered the real smaller one. Whatever. How does that thing, which composed everything, come up with me being up here? Why does it happen? And then for me personally, I take all this information. What for? What do I do it for? What am I up here for? What am I finding for me? Well, I'll go back to the first part. Then I'll sit down and show it to you in the next couple of minutes. Because I chose one of those special things in the universe. I chose to love myself as much as I possibly could and appreciate me as much as I possibly can. And they say that's selfish. Well, I'll just give you a little something. Unselfish. What I found is a person that totally, absolutely loves themselves, sort of like a glow, and he goes out beyond himself. He goes out beyond himself because he glows. You just sit there and you glow inside, and you want to go out, and you want to spread this love everywhere, because it doesn't stay inside if you really have it. If you totally, absolutely appreciate yourself, it's a glow that happens that you have to share. Now, our Christian group, there it is, cool Christian, and one of the main tenets, probably in all of the philosophies, because I've studied all the religions of the world, is love your neighbor, Darlene, as yourself. Whoa. So what does that say about really getting to love yourself? The more you can love who? Yourself, the more you can love everyone else. So this is a little start on our journey that we're going to continue in my next speech.